Good morning. Today is Wednesday, March 21st. Welcome to Studio 365, powered by Table Think. We're going to make it an awesome Wednesday. I'm here in the studio with Pastor Kerrie Palmer. How is your Wednesday going?
It's a great day in the middle of the week with my coffee.
That's right. And if you have made it this far, the weekend is in sight.
It is.
You can see it. It is there. And so we're gonna kick up today's fun food fact because today's kind of interesting. This is actual controversial. I'll tell you about this in a minute. But today is National Crunchy Taco Day.
Okay. Wow. This sounds big. And what's the controversy?
Well, so the controversy, and maybe if we have some web cyber sleuths out there who can help us, it's actually a couple of different schools of thought as to what day should actually be the Crunchy Taco Day. So if someone wanted to get to the bottom of that, we would appreciate it. But very fascinating. I didn't know this. It's actually kind of considered more of an American food. Showed up in English cookbooks back in 1914, but its real popularity came from Glenn Bell of Taco Bell.
Wow.
Bringing that as kind of a normal thing to eat. So there you go. Always eat the soft tacos.
And I thought it was normal.
Yeah. So I've never really been into crunchy, but a lot of people are. And hey, if you're into crunchy tacos, today's your day, or maybe it's not. You'll have to cyber sleuth it out.
For sure. So Studio 365 salutes
Crunchy Tacos. So Pastor Kerrie, why don't you go ahead and kind of get us started?
I'm going to try.
All right.
So this month, our word has been start. And the idea is that we need to start something new, to have a fresh life, a fresh way of looking at things. But one of the most challenging components of starting is being sidetracked from distractions. And so it's imperative to what? Keep the main thing the
main thing.
That's right. And at the end of the day, when all is said and done, the main thing is relationship with God and one another. And I think so often we get so caught up in what's going on in our circumstances that really our relationship goes to the backside.
Right.
So, have you had those days where it's all about what's going on?
Oh, yeah. Probably too many of them. But yeah, you just are very focused in on the circumstance and what's happening. And that kind of almost seems like all you can think of.
Right. And even as we're sitting here, I'm so aware, and I know you are too, that there are people that are stuck in some really hard circumstances and have a lot of pain over something. And I'm aware of that. But also, I want to say to them, as well as those that kind of are just trucking along, it's Wednesday and the weekend's coming, we all have each one of those scenarios, but that one of the things that really helps and shifts the way that we live is when we understand that when we put relationship as the main thing, we understand that we can manage life at a different level. And so I want to explain that a little bit more by the ancient Joshua and what he said, what he had really learned and gave advice to the people about. Would you read that from Joshua 22?
Sure. And it starts out with one of your favorite words, but. And it says, "But be very careful to keep the commandment and the law that Moses, the servant of the Lord, gave you, to love the Lord your God, to walk in obedience to him, to keep his commandments, to hold fast to him, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul."
I love this. And I want to unpack just some of this first. The first word, but. We talk about that because I really love that word. Here's why. When we come to read that, in whether it's in the Bible or anywhere else, we ask the question when we're trying to sift and sort what it means, but what? Because it's a word that directs us to something more. And in this case, Joshua is saying, let me help you to direct whatever is going on in your life to be mindful and intentional of what's important, the main thing. And the main thing is relationship. And Joshua is being very careful to say the first relationship is to love God, that God is the first relationship that we put our focus on, to walk with God, that we align our lives with God, to hold fast to him, that our grip is on God and not the circumstance. And we do that with our whole heart and with our whole soul. When we are living wholeheartedly, we understand that a circumstance is going to come and go. Did you get me on that? Are you understand?
Yeah.
So the key, the main thing of life is a relationship with God and one another. And when we remember that the main thing needs to be the main thing, then we understand that we are shifting our life from the circumstance to the relationship. So are you ready?
Yes. Yeah. Let's hear today's life list.
Okay. Number 1, be fully engaged, wholehearted in your relationship with God and one another. Number 2, love God and others in everything you think, say, and do, because it's the main thing. And number 3, realize the good of life comes through keeping the main thing, the
main thing.
Yes. So that's relationship. Keep that main thing today going, and I will talk to you and our friends Joshua tomorrow in Studio 365.
I love that. What a great life list and really lesson of keeping the main thing. The main thing. So we hope that you are enjoying these podcasts as well. Make sure to tell a friend or family member or someone about it. And hey, we have something really cool coming up. We're going to do a week-long kind of series of podcasts as we head into Easter, March 25th through April 1st, and those are going to be called The Hour Has Come. So make sure that you let someone know about that, and we would love to see you here right back tomorrow morning at Studio 365.